Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our band concert. This is our final concert of the season. So happy holidays to all of you. Thank you for coming tonight and coming to any of our many concerts over the past couple of weeks. We really appreciate all of your support. Before we start, I just wanted to recognize a few people in our audience tonight that I'm so happy that they're here. First, I'd like to recognize our assistant principal from the high school, Andrew Frazone. From the Board of Education, I'd like to welcome Henry Zanetti. And last but definitely not least, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Tony Sinanis. I'd also like to recognize in the audience tonight, I was so excited to see so many Herricks music alumni. So all the alumni out here, can you just raise your hand and look around, just wave or... Something that makes our school so special is our students keep coming back and we always welcome them back with open arms. So all of you on the stage or in the audience, please keep coming back. We really love seeing you and hearing about your adventures when you leave us. Yes, let's hear it for our alumni. But I will say, I'd like to recognize our students in the band. I am so fortunate because my office is right over there and I hear them practicing every day. And it is the most joyful part of my day, hearing the rehearsal and hearing just the beautiful music and expressiveness that all these groups have. So I'm sure you're going to notice that as well when you hear the concert tonight. So before we do start, I just have one more little announcement. I'd like to just mention our Music Boosters Association, a group of parents who work tirelessly to provide support for our students in grades K through 12. Many of you I know are members. If you're not, it's never too late to join. But they're doing a lot of great things for us over the years. So I'd like to introduce our Music Boosters President, Grace Yen, to share their information with you.
Hi everyone, happy holidays. Welcome, this is a great concert to be at. I just want to mention two things, as Ms. Arnold mentioned. You know, Music Boosters family membership, it's $15. It does go a long way when it's pooled. And last year we were able to grant the district a lot of instruments and equipment. So I think on the last page of your program is a QR code for membership. The second thing is I just want to touch upon what Ms. Arnold mentioned about alumni coming back. And sort of a warm and fuzzy moment is our raffle fundraiser, particularly basket number 3. Herricks students who have graduated out of the music department actually chipped in, pulled together to donate the iPad for the students going to Disney. So, warm and fuzzy. So with Disney, we have the 10th to 12th graders. Every 3 years they go to Disney. This year we are so famous that we were actually invited to compete. So band, chorus, and orchestra, they are going to Disney in March, and Music Boosters has organized a raffle basket fundraiser. 100% of what the students sell will go back towards reducing their final payment for travel, so offset travel expenses. So we do encourage a lot of participation and win great prizes. Drawing will be held on Friday, so tomorrow is the last day for the tickets. Thank you.
Before we continue with music, I just wanted to, I'd be remiss to not recognize one more thing. This is our last concert of the season, so I'd really like to mention and recognize our music educators at the high school, Mr. Stickley, Mrs. Burke, and Mrs. O'Hanlon. This team, I think there is no other anywhere that you will see As you can see, they're all here tonight supporting all of our concerts throughout the district, so I am very fortunate to work among them. And again, all the work they do with all your children every day. And I thank you for encouraging music education in your families and letting them do what they do best. So thank you, parents, thank you, community. And I'd like to introduce our concert band under the direction of Mr. Stickley. Enjoy the concert, happy holidays.
You know, in the beginning of the 20th century, band programs were all the rage. And John Philip Sousa actually had a traveling band that traveled by train many times in the 1920s. And he wrote many marches. And he actually was kind of the Taylor Swift of the day, in that he would descend upon a small town and he would actually have a parade, start on Thursday, and he'd do a succession of concerts, indoors and outdoors, and really live the spirit of small town America. And when he left, they go, wow, John Philip Sousa. I also found out he wrote novels, so he's quite the human being. And he wrote that, Washington Post March, very, very famous, everybody recognizes it. And every band concert should start with a march, so we hope you enjoy. The next piece we'd like to do is the English folk dances by Pierre LaPlante. This is a brand new piece written in 2022. Pierre LaPlante, many of his works are wonderful works. He takes 3 melodies. One is the middle one is actually called Polly and Jen, 2 really famous melodies. The first one is a 6/8 dance, and the last one is called the Curly-Headed Plowboy. You must be very happy to plow. It's actually done as a clog dance in England. So I hope you enjoy these 3 wonderful melodies, 3 English dances by Pierre LaPlante. Actually, the first dance is called Robin Hood's Dance. So this is a group that starts my day. Every third period, we come in, all vigorous. We listen to the announcements on the TV, find out what's going on at Herricks High School, and we do our best to listen, pledge allegiance. So it's the closest thing we have to a home. It's really a wonderful spirit, and I really enjoyed working with these musicians. The change that we've created together, it's amazing, really amazing. And one of the things I try to emphasize, I think sometimes we think that concerts are kind of about a lot of repetition and you play the concert. But actually what they are is a lot of built up awareness of what it means to make music together in a group. And then what you're hearing is a product of that unity. So we hope you enjoy this last piece, Jubilanciation. I'm still working on it. By Richard Sasato for Cesar Giovanni. Cesar Giovanni, this composer wrote it, was a big influence on him as a young writer. And he was a symphony writer who wrote for band. So you never know, we might play one of Cesar Giovanni's music later in the school year. We hope you enjoy it. It has a very dynamic opening. It has this really beautiful middle section where the band really swells to a big swirl when we finish, sort of like the way we ended in a big dynamic finish. So thank you so much for the first portion of our music. The next group coming on will be Symphony Band. There'll be about a 5-minute change where we get a little bit bigger. There'll be another 5-minute change, we get a little smaller with the wind ensemble. And then at the end, we're gonna have a holiday finale that we hope you'll enjoy. So we're gonna finish our portion with Jubilanciation of Richard Sasato. Thank you. So we're going to start our second band. This is the ninth period symphony band. The last group you saw was the 9th grade concert band. So this band's been with 10th and 12th graders. And it's led by Aisha Ashtar on clarinet. This next piece we'd like to play is it's on a Korean folk song, Arirang, just one of the most iconic folk melodies in the Korean culture. And it has variation throughout the whole piece, so we hope you enjoy this. It's a bedrock hallmark piece of the band literature. It's a level 5 that is mathematics. Hope you enjoy our very first one, Variations on a Korean Folk Song. come the band directors always talk between the pieces? Because all those guys back there, see those percussionists? They're kind of getting their things in a row, so I just take a little time. So also just to introduce this next piece, which is It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, one of the most beautiful, wonderful holiday melodies. Comes from way back, and it's a wonderful arrangement by David Schaefer. He really plays with the melody and puts these really beautiful sonorities together. I hope you really enjoy It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. The next piece we'd like to play is by a brand new composer. He's 25 years old and getting his doctorate at the University of Texas with Omar Thomas, a wonderful composer. Contains Copley. This is a rhapsody for a band called AO. Salutations, greetings, hello, hi, hey, yo, ayo. These terms, along with these countless others, have been used to greet people throughout history. However, the term ayo is different. Rooted from the hip-hop and jazz culture, ayo is built in the black language. It's used to tell when something is right, when something is wrong, when something is awesome, when something is too sweet for words. It is used to be seen with the closest people, your family, or people you know your best. It's personal. In short, ayo is a personal embrace that can represent life. With this piece, I wanted to build the kind of embrace you would get from this word alone, while also honoring its beginnings, using hip-hop, rhythms, and colorful harmonies. By the end of this piece, we, the listeners, go from uncertainty to home, and with the uniqueness of this piece, we turn celebrate not only a word like ayo, but also celebrates life. So we hope you enjoy this brand new work from 2022, Ayo by Kataj Kopi. promised you home by 9, so you can continue your Amazon shopping. I got my list. So this is the wind ensemble. Before I go on, I would like to mention our wonderful concertmaster from our first band, the concert band, Jaden Sung. Let's hear a nice round of applause for Jaden. Our next concertmaster is actually the band treasurer. She's a wonderful player. Her name is Sitara Kisaki. Let's hear it for her. So this next piece we'd like to play is very special in my life. When I was at the University of Michigan, a very famous band director is still doing wonderful things at 89 years old, H. Robert Reynolds, had this wonderful band called the Symphony Band. And they were a large band similar to the last band. At the end of the week, after a long week of working, he would play this piece. It's called Sussex Mummers Christmas. And Sussex Mummers is written by Percy Aldridge Granger, who had a relationship with the University of Michigan. And Percy Aldridge Granger was an Australian composer who was quite a character. He was a fabulous piano player who could stretch his hands to a 13th, so his hands were twice as wide as mine. He wore plaid pants, really garish outfits, but he was a wonderful composer, and he wrote for both the symphony, for voice, and for this ensemble, the wind band. So this particular piece is an old melody from the 1880s, and it really talks about the importance of home. And I think at this time we look at our world, I think many people are struggling with that idea of home and how important it is. Just as we come to the holidays, I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday in your home, a wonderful Herricks community, and I hope you really enjoy Sussex Mummers Christmas. The next piece is our featured work. It's called Vital Signs. It's brand new in 2019. The composer Brian Herricks is from Kentucky, and he had a health scare actually, and I think it started, he says in his notes that it started making him think about what makes us tick. So he wrote this piece, Vital Signs, and it has a really wonderful kind of nervous energy about it, and a little bit of a topsy-turvy. Sometimes our bodies do what we want, sometimes they don't. In the middle, it has a beautiful middle section that he wrote that features our first alto and principal flute. Really a wonderful work, and then it kicks back into this really romping thing. It feels like the vitality of the piece really comes to the fore and finishes out, and you hear the heartbeat kind of just go off in the distance, although I'm sure it's still ticking. So we hope you enjoyed Vital Signs by Brian Herricks. finale now, so we're going to do the sleigh ride finale, but before we do, we're going to play a quick toe tapper while the other two bands get their things together, called Host of Freedom. I'd also like to really thank my wonderful colleague, Louise O'Hanlon, and Catherine Burke, who I spend every waking minute, it seems like, working with her, and also our wonderful Anissa Arnold. Can we hear for Anissa Arnold, our wonderful department chair? Thank you so hard. Thank you, Andy, for coming. And yeah, it's so invigorating. So, what else did I want to say? I wanted to say that we're going to play Host of Freedom. So there's two kinds of marches, like the Sousa March, and then there's these things called circus marches. And circus marches were used in the circus to let the clowns know when to come in, to let the tightrope walker know when to come in. So these circus bands about this size played circuses, Barnum and Bailey and all the other ones, Shriners and whatnot. So we hope you enjoy Host of Freedom. After that, there's going to be a bunch of band musicians here, band musicians in the aisle. So if you want to get out your car keys, you can pretend to play Jingle Bells with us. It's totally okay. Okay, so we're almost done. Yes, so please enjoy Host of Freedom. It's just a quick toe tapper. Thank you.
Also, I'd like to thank one of my colleagues, Mark Bennett, who's been here every Monday and Tuesday to help.
Got your keys ready? Get your keys ready. Everybody come out, band. Come on out. Come on out. Let's go. Let's do this. Symphony band, come on out. I hope your son or daughter's next to you. I can't guarantee it. While they're coming out, you know that I found out, I read it, 1948, Sleigh Ride was written during a heat wave in New York City. So it's actually in the summer that Leroy Anderson wrote a lot of popular music for orchestra and pop music. He wrote this piece, and then later on the lyrics came. He was inspired by a Currier and Ives picture, the sleigh ride. It's actually people are going on a date, they're in their sleigh, lovely sleigh, to a little coupe brougham with a coal burner foot warmer. and they're going on a little date to Farmer Gray's, who's having a wonderful party, having eggnog. Keep coming out. You guys can just pile in here. Some people can go in front. We haven't rehearsed this yet because I didn't want to take them out of school. This is the thing. So, come on in, come on in, come on in.
They're up the side.
Keep coming. Okay, here we go, we're almost ready. You guys aren't gonna see me. Can you guys kind of cheat so you can see me? Or just listen if you want, that's fine. Here we go. Come on in. Are we all here to sing? Thank you. Oh, a couple more. Ready, Noah? So this is what 176 band musicians look like. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Dominic Zaccone, our librarian. He's back there watching us. Thank you, Dom. He's the musician. He's a musician of the month. Pretty good at a library back together. Good. So remember the tempo? Who's got keys? Let's see some keys. Got your keys? Keys, good, excellent, great.